back to ACF Kids Online. I'm Miss Julie, and we are back for more with our Bake Off Challenge this month. We are finding out what it means to have patience. And what is patience? Patience is waiting until later for what you want now. Did you know that God can help you be patient? He can. It's true. When you feel like you just can't wait any longer, He can give you the strength that you need to be patient. Well, today's game is going to be a fun way to test your baking knowledge and to see if you can figure out what is really true, which will play into our Bible story today. I'm going to ask you some baking trivia questions, and I'm going to give you two answers, and you guys will have to decide which one you think is the true answer. I'll point directions when I give you the answer. I'll say either this way or that way. You guys will run to that side of the room based on what you think the correct answer is. Now, we're going to start off easy, but it's going to get harder, okay? Are you ready? Okay. Question 1. How do you bake bread? If you think you bake bread by boiling it in water, go that way. If you think you bake bread by putting it in the oven, go that way. Ready? Go! I bet you guys got that one right. The answer is the oven. Very good. That is how you bake bread. Do not try to boil bread. That would not be good. Okay, question 2. What do you use to measure ingredients? If you think it's measuring cups, go that way. If you think that it's a dump truck, go that way. Oh, I hope you all went to that side with the measuring cups. Dump truck. That's no way to measure ingredients, right? Okay, question 3. What yummy thing do you spread on top of cupcakes? If you think the answer is frosting, go that way. If you think the answer is jelly, go that way. You guys are right. I can't trick you. The answer is frosting. Okay, those were the easy questions. Now we're going to get harder. Are you ready? Okay. At what temperature does water start to boil? 2012 degrees, go that way. Or 212 degrees, go that way. Okay, that one's tougher. What temperature does water start to boil? The answer is 212 degrees, that way. Good job, you guys. Okay, what kitchen tool do you use to combine ingredients? If you think it's a waffle iron, go that way. If you think it's a mixer, go that way. Did I trick you? I bet not. It's a mixer, that way. Good job, you guys. Okay, how much did the world's largest cupcake weigh? 259 pounds? Go that way. Or 2,594 pounds? Go that way. 259 pounds, 2,594 pounds. What'd you think? Y'all, it was 2,594 pounds. Can you believe it? I can't even imagine that size of a cupcake. All right. What is the most popular type of cookie in the whole world? Sugar cookies or chocolate chip cookies? What did you guys guess? It was chocolate chip cookies. Good job, you guys. Okay, there is a cookie whose name is the same name as that of a girl. Is it called a Madeline or is it called a Cecilia? Madeline or Cecilia? Which one of those is an actual cookie? If you guessed Madeline, you are correct. A Madeline is a type of really yummy French cookie. Okay, here's my last question. Ginger snaps are a type of cookie. What day is National Ginger Snap Day? Is it July 1st or is it February 28th? National Ginger Snap Day. July 1st, February 28th. It's July 1st. We're going to have to celebrate that this year. National Ginger Snap Day, obviously. Okay, you guys, good job on your baking trivia. Hopefully you discovered some new baking info and we all learned something that was true. That's what we're talking about in today's Bible story, hearing what God says is true. So let's stand up on our feet. Let's get ready to worship the one true God, and then we'll check out the So-and-So Show.
Sometimes it's hard to wait for all the things that I want. Sometimes I kind of feel like it's just taking too long to get the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I know that sometimes I just need to slow down and trust that you are working all of this out. You know the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. Still working on me.
Yes! Yes! I win! Welcome to the So-and-So Show! I'm Brandon, that's John.
You bet I am.
And you would not believe how excited I am about today's show.
I haven't been this excited since I woke up and realized I have last night's bubble gum in my mouth and it still has flavor.
Oh, what was the flavor?
Sour apple. Want some? Just tuck it in there in my hard palate.
Well, we're excited because we have got a killer show.
Yes, we do! Today we are going to play a game using these!
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are these?
What, robot parts. We're building robots today.
Awesome. Do you know how to build a robot?
No, I don't have the first clue, but I thought we could use a robot expert on the show to help us out. So I made a few calls. Everyone I talked to recommended the same person. She's been building robots for half her life. She's won all kinds of awards. If anyone can help us build a robot, it is her.
Well, now I am excited. Who is this robot expert?
Let's meet her together, shall we? Please welcome someone who knows stuff!
Hey guys!
Hey! Come on in. Have a seat. Wait, you're the robot expert?
Been building them for half my life,
And how long would that be?
since I was 6.
Oh.
Well, tell us who you are and what you know.
My name's Mishka, and I'm a 17-time robotics competition grand champion.
What? That is amazing and also convenient because John and I need help building a robot for a game we're going to play. Do you mind helping?
Not at all.
All right.
Okay, as you can see, we got all the parts right here. We just don't know where to start.
Okay. Why don't we start with separating out what you've got so we know what we're working with? Cool. Brandon, you grab the geared motors. John, you grab the ADT gears and the worm gears, and I'll separate out the sprockets and the rest of the parts. Go.
I'm sorry. We don't know what any of this stuff is.
Yeah. Is this a wormy gear?
No, that's a wheel. A motor.
Okay.
A gasket.
Okay. Oh. What is this?
Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, McGuire. That would be a toothpick.
Oh.
You know what? Forget sorting the parts. I can walk you through the build. Let's start with putting the short axle into the geared motor. Then we insert the anchor pins through the 11-hole rod into the 3-hole dual rod. Then those attach to the top of the geared motor.
Is this it?
Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, McGuire.
Are those other parts you just mentioned in here too?
No, they're Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, MacGyver. They're famous physicists.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a little thing I do when I get impatient or frustrated. Some people count to 5, others take 3 deep breaths. I name physicists.
Oh.
It works for me.
Oh, I'm sorry that we're frustrating you. We've just never built a robot before, so.
Oh, I totally understand. I just get impatient sometimes when people don't understand things as fast as I do.
Oh.
I totally get that. It's like me trying to tell my dad how to program the VCR.
What's a VCR?
Oh.
What's a VCR? What's a VCR? Einstein knows, Fig Newton sprees, Magnum PI. Yeah, hey, that works.
How about this? I'll just build the robots for you so you can play your game.
Oh,
I love that idea. Go for it.
Several minutes later.
There you go.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that. These are amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you. And thank you for having so much patience with us.
No problem.
It's time to play.
Robot Rumble! Okay, the rules are simple. Brandon's trying to knock my robot off the desk, and I'm trying to do the same to his robot. Whoever does it wins. You ready?
I've never been more ready for.
Go! Oh, look at that. Look how much bigger. Oh, come on. I gotta use some different tactics here. Oh, I'm gonna outbid you.
No!
Oh, yes!
Oh.
Yes!
That's no fair. You had a bulldozer thing.
Victory lap. Can't turn my wheels. Oh, my hinge fell off. I win. That was awesome. Hey, Brandon. Hey, let's go again.
Okay, well, we may need Mishka to help put our robots back together again.
It's true.
Until then, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Yes!
Hey guys, cool robots. Did you build those?
No.
Okay.
We really didn't have the patience for it, so our friend Mishka built them for us.
What have you got for us today?
I have something fun, and it's all about patience.
Perfect. Take it away.
The Israelites had been in slavery in Egypt for many years, until God chose a man named Moses to help lead them to freedom. For the first time in their lives, the Israelite people were free, and they were waiting to go to their new home. This story is all about what happened while they waited. And we're going to tell this story with Laundry Theater! Moses climbed up Mount Sinai to talk to God, leaving the people alone at the bottom of the mountain. While Moses was up on the mountain, God gave him 10 commandments and told him a bunch of other things he wanted his people to do. And it took a long time. Moses had put his brother Aaron in charge while he was gone. Moses was taking too long, and the people started to get worried. So they gathered around Aaron and said, "Make us a god that will lead us." Aaron told them to bring him all their gold, and that's what they did. Aaron melted the gold together into the shape of a calf or a baby cow. Then he said, "Israel, here is your God who brought you up out of Egypt." Meanwhile, on the mountain, God told Moses what the people were up to, and God was not happy. Moses came down the mountain carrying the 10 commandments on 2 stone tablets. As Moses approached the camp, he saw the golden calf. He saw the people dancing and worshiping it. He was very angry. Moses threw the tablets on the ground and they broke into pieces. He took the calf the people had made and burned it in the fire. Then Moses ground the calf into a powder, scattered it all over the water, and made the people drink it. The end.
What a story! The ending is a little dark.
That's true. But impatience has consequences, right? As soon as the Israelites had to wait on God, they turned their backs on him. They forgot what they knew was true. They forgot how God loved them so very much and had rescued them from slavery. They forgot about the miracles and how God had provided for them.
You know, I think I forget about what God can do sometimes when I'm impatient.
Oh, me too.
Hey, we all do. When things are tough and they're taking way too long to get better, it's like we forget everything we know about God. We should be consistently reminding ourselves of how good and how powerful God really is.
Wow, good stuff. And thank you, Kellen.
You're welcome. I'll see you guys later.
No, Kellen's right, you know.
Well, that's usually the case.
Yeah. Anytime I'm impatient, I'm always thinking, this will never get better. It's going to be this way forever. The microwave will never stop counting down. Just have to change what I think about.
I think you're on the right track there, buddy. Reveal the question! What can you think about when it's hard to wait?
Oh.
Like Mishka today, she thinks about famous physicists when she's feeling impatient. You can also count to 10 or take deep breaths.
Oh, you can recite a Bible verse in your head or say it out loud. I like Psalm 27:14. Wait for the Lord, be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord.
What about you? What do you think about when it's hard to wait?
Yeah, talk about it together. And we'll see you next time on the So and So Show.
Bye!
I'm gonna get you. This is a lot more fun when they were put together.
I think we need Mishka back.
I think we do too.
Ah!
Oh!
Ah! You're going down, buddy.
We're not going anywhere.
I know. I just broke the remote.
Hey. Tread lightly.
Yeah. I should have had more patience.
Oh, excuse me.
Wow, that was a pretty wild story. I can't believe the Israelites actually made a golden statue to be their God just because they were tired of waiting. Can you imagine? Still, even though they really messed up, God was still there for them. He had a good plan for them. Even though they sinned and they disobeyed and they went their own way, His plan was still so much bigger for them. The truth is, all of us have a hard time waiting sometimes. We can get impatient. We don't understand why we should have to wait. And in those times, we might be tempted to take a shortcut, to do something dishonest or treat someone badly just to get what we want. But we don't have to give in to that temptation. We can remember what we learned today. When you have to wait, remember what's true. When you do that, when you remember what is true, then you can choose to live the way that God wants you to live, even when you might not really feel like it. You can remember how God has helped you in the past. You can remember that He's also there with you right now, too. And no matter what's going on, you can always remember that He loves you and that He sent Jesus to die on the cross for your sins, that He'll be with you in any situation. When you have to wait, remember what's true. Remember who God is. God loves you, and He's always with you. And that can help you adjust your attitude in any situation so that you can have patience. Remember our memory verse this month? It talks about this, and it talks about how God is the one who can give us the strength and the endurance to have the patience that we need. It's from Psalm 27:14. It says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong, and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord." I've learned that whenever the Bible says something 2 times, it really means it. And God wants us to be patient and to wait on Him, even when we don't understand what's happening. We can remember that God is true and that He's faithful and that He's always with us. Let's pray. God, thank you so much for this day, and thank you for this reminder that we can wait on you and we can wait for you, and we can know that you're with us in the waiting. So when we get frustrated and when we get tempted to take a shortcut or do the wrong thing because we're tired of waiting, God, I pray you give us the strength to know that you are with us and that you're there with us in the waiting. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, you guys, to test out our patience skills and our dancing skills, we're going to play a little game of red light, green light, freeze dance. When I hold up the green light, you are going to dance to the music. When I hold up the red light, you're going to wait and stop and freeze where you are. And in that waiting, I want you guys to shout out something you know that is true about God. I'll give you a few chances, okay? And at the end, we'll remind ourselves of what we've learned today. Okay, are you guys ready to dance? Green light.
Sometimes it's hard to.
Now tell me something that you know is true about God. Here's one. You can talk to God anytime. Okay, green light.
Wait for all the things that I want. Sometimes I kinda feel like it's just taking too long.
Red light. Freeze. Tell me something true about God. God always keeps His promises. Good one, you guys. Okay, green light. Let's
Yeah,
dance.
the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna
Red
live.
light. Tell me something true about God. God sent Jesus to die on the cross for us. Okay, green light.
But
Let's
I
dance.
believe I'm gonna wait, 'cause I know you're still
Red
working.
light. What's something true about God? God is always with me. He never leaves me. When you have to wait, remember what's true. Remember what's true about God. Remember what you already know because you've heard it at church, from your parents, from the Bible, from friends who love God. Remember what's true about God. No matter what, when you have to wait, you got to remember who God is and that He's never going to leave you. He's never giving up on you. It's not always easy to wait. Sometimes it might feel like God has forgotten about what you are waiting on, what you've asked Him to do. But that's why we got to focus on what's true, why we have to remember who God is and what He has done for us in the past, that He loves us and that He always keeps His promises and that He's always with us, no matter what. Okay, you guys, before we go, let's check out some questions from the Bible story. First question is, do you remember what the Israelites did when they were waiting on Moses? Right, they whined, they complained, and they built a golden statue that they worshiped as their God. Yuck. All right, next question. What should the Israelites have been thinking about instead of complaining while they were waiting? Well, they should have remembered what God had promised to do. He had promised to give them a brand new land, and they should have trusted that Moses was coming back and he was going to lead them, that God hadn't left them. But they didn't remember or trust those things. Okay, next question. When have you acted like the Israelites when you were waiting on something? You know, sometimes when I'm waiting on something that I've asked God to do, I'm super tempted to help him out and try to fix the problem on my own. And that doesn't usually work for me. Probably doesn't work for you either. So it's always best if we can wait on God and what he's promised us he will do. Okay, last question. What are some things you believe without a doubt to be true about God? You guys, this might be my favorite question we've ever had. What are some things you believe without a doubt to be true about God? Well, I believe God created our world. I believe that he is always with us, that he is everywhere, and that he knows everything. I believe that he has a son, Jesus, who he sent to live a perfect life on earth and then die on the cross to take the punishment for my sins. I believe that if I ask God to forgive me, he will forgive me. I believe that if I say that I want to follow him for my whole life, that he accepts me into his family as his follower. I believe God never leaves me. I believe that he always keeps his promises. I bet you guys had something to add to that too. I could go on for days, but I won't. I hope you guys have had an awesome morning, remembering that God is always true and he's always with us. And that when we remember that, we can wait with a little bit more patience. You guys go out and practice your patience skills this week. And we'll see you back next week for more fun bake-off skills. Bye, you guys.